Hey there, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a full body morning yoga flow, just for those of us waking up and wanting to get ready for our day and get ready really nice and energized. So to begin, we're going to start off at the top of the mat in a standing position with our feet as wide as our hips. And we're going to start with some sun salutations. So taking a deep breath in, we're going to raise our hands above our head as we look up to the sky. And then as you exhale, folding forward. Inhale to lift your chest up halfway, placing your hands either on your shins or your knees. And then as you exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat as we walk our feet out into a high plank. Holding here for a breath in. And then as you exhale, you can either keep your legs straight or you can lower them down to the mat as we gently bring our chest and our chin all the way down. On our next inhale, we can gently push our chest up, coming into a cobra. And then on our exhale, tucking our toes as we lift our hips up and come into a downward facing dog. Taking on our next breath in, we're going to start walking our feet towards the top of the mat. And then exhaling into a forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale back into a fold. And as you inhale, slowly rolling ourselves back up to standing, raising our hands above our head. Before exhaling, dropping our hands by our sides. That was one round. For the next one, let's go a little bit quicker. So taking a deep breath in as we raise our hands up. Exhale back down to a forward fold. Inhale to lift your chest up halfway. Exhale, coming to meet me in your plank. Inhale to hold. Then exhale to chaturanga down, either lowering your knees or keeping them straight. Inhale to push up for your cobra, or you can lift your thighs off for an upward dog. Before exhaling, tucking your toes, coming to your downward facing dog. Holding your down dog for a breath in. And then as you exhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to slowly start rolling back up. Hands above your head. As you exhale, bring hands by your sides. Last time. Inhale, hands going up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank. Inhale to hold. Exhale to chaturanga down. Inhale for your back bend of choice. And then exhale into your downward dog. Inhale to hold. Exhale to come into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, slowly rolling up, bringing hands above your head. Before exhaling, bring your hands by your sides. And now starting with our right leg, keeping our left leg grounded, we're going to step back into our high plank as we raise our hands above our head, making sure our front knee is over our front ankle. Keep our hips nice and square. Then open your hands out, bring your left hand forward, right hand back, coming into a warrior two, gazing over our front fingers. Then flipping your front palm as we throw it over our head, and with our back hand, we either rest it on our back leg or do a half bind behind our back. Then coming back into your warrior two, placing your left elbow onto your left knee. With our right hand, bringing it down to the mat as we just graze it again, our fingers there, before raising our hand over our head as we open our chest out to the right for an extended side angle. And bringing your right hand down to the mat and dropping your back knee as we lift our left hand up, open to the left for a twist. And then bring your left hand down, bring your legs together back into your plank as you hold it to breathe in. Then breathing out to lower down, keeping your elbows nice and tucked in. Inhale to go in for your back bend of choice. Before exhaling, meeting me back in your downward dog. And from your down dog, you can walk your feet to the top of the mat. And ever so slowly coming up back into your standing mountain pose. Before we move on to the other side. So our right leg nice and grounded as we step back with our left, raising our hands above our head for our high lunge. And bring your right hand forward, left hand back as we drop our back heel for warrior two. Flipping the front palm as we throw it over our head, coming into reverse warrior with our left hand either on our leg or half a bind behind our back. Exhaling back into your warrior two, placing your right elbow onto your front leg, and having our fingertips graze the mat with our left hand before opening our chest out to the left for an extended side angle. Bringing your left hand down to the mat, dropping your back knee as we raise our right hand up for our twist. Then bringing your right hand down, lifting your back knee as we come meet me in our plank, holding to breathe in, and then breathing out to lower down. Inhale for your bend, before exhaling back into your downward dog. And then in your down dog, you can come walk your hands to the back of the mat. You slowly start standing up again. You're going to come meet me in a wide-legged stance, so your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. And with your hands behind your back, I'll take a breath in, pulling your shoulders back. And exhale, keeping your spine nice and straight. You're going to hinge over your hips as we lower down as far as we can before releasing our hands as we relax into a wide-legged forward fold. From here, you can just sway your body from left to right, feeling a gentle little stretch going on in your legs. And coming to stillness, we're going to take a breath in as we lift our chest up halfway, getting our spine nice and straight. And then as we exhale, we're going to shift our weight to the right as we fold over our right leg. And releasing our leg as we come back to center. Take a breath in to lift up halfway. Before exhaling, folding over the left. Releasing your leg as we come back. We're going to shift our weight over to the right as we come into a side lunge. Without lifting our left toes to point up, you can go as low as you can, but making sure to try and keep your right heel as grounded to the mat as you can. As you go as far down as you bring your hips down to the mat. And you can come meet me in your right side of Skandasana. Slowly pushing yourself back up. We can move on to the other side. So right toes pointing up, keeping our left heel grounded as we lower our hips as low as we can, and maybe using our hands for a little bit of extra support. Pushing yourself back to center. You're going to heel toe your feet just a little bit closer together before we sink our hips down, having our toes point out 45 degrees. So you come meet me in a Malasana Yogi squat. And then with your elbows, you're going to push your knees out to the side, just to give yourself a little bit of an extra stretch in your inner thighs. Then lowering yourself down, come meeting me in a seated position. We can have our left leg extended out in front of us, and with the bottom of our right foot against our inner left thigh. Now take a breath in as we straighten our backs out, and as you exhale, folding forward with the aim of trying to bring your chest as close to your knee as you can, and laying your hands out in front of you. And slowly rolling back up to a straight seated. Now place your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand just behind your back as we twist and pull our right shoulder as far back as we can, and see if we can maybe twist our head to look over behind us. And releasing our hands as we come out of our twist, and we can move on over to the other side. So right leg straightened out, left leg bent. Taking a deep breath in, and exhale, folding forward, bringing our chest as close to our right knee as we can. Slowly rolling back up straight, placing right hand onto left knee, left hand behind your back, as we pull and twist, gazing over our left shoulder. Coming out of your twist, you're going to come meet me in our final pose of the practice of child's pose. You're going to have your knees as wide as the mat or a little bit closer, whatever feels most comfortable. Your big toes touching. We just sink our chest down, bringing our forehead with our arms out in front of us, all down to the mat. And from here, I just want you to bring your focus to your breath, taking some nice deep breaths in and out, focusing on slowing your heart rate as we clear our minds and just relax in the pose. And keeping your eyes still closed, just come meet me in a seated position. As we push ourselves up, you can either sit on your shins or with your legs crossed, hands on your laps. As we just take a moment, let's bring our focus to our breath. And before we end our practice, I want you to maybe think of an intention for your day, something you wish to achieve, something you wish to put out there into the world. And once you've got your intention, giving it focus, and taking one last breath in, we can open our eyes as we breathe out and come to our end. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're feeling a little bit more energized, ready for your day, hope you have a wonderful day, and hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.